that that's something that it should definitely be on the claims of this product, but it's not, so I'm gonna have to tell you. If you're gonna be using this product a lot, or any other water-based product that comes with a little micro droplet pigments, like this one from Rose Inc, also this one from Chanel, you need to have a water-based moisturizer cream on deck. For sure. Of course, I'm going to be recommending you the water cream from Tatcha. It doesn't necessarily have to be this one, but this is the one that I like. I use the dewy cream religiously every day, morning and night. But for the days that I use this type of formulation, this is where it's at. Mixing water and water is going to make your makeup look 1,000 times better than if you were using this product with any other moisturizing cream. Of course, it's going to work, but it's not going to look the same. Just trust me, try it, and thank me later. Game changer. Okay, so now let me show you what I have right here. This is the moisturizer that I have on my skin right now. I love the way it feels, the glow, everything about this cream is like so satisfying. It's super thin, it feels like water, and this is like the perfect moisturizing cream for summer. So here we have the brand new Water Fresh Complexion Touch. It's $65 and made in France, and it comes with 20 ml. I really like the packaging. It's small, super travel friendly. I think it's a perfect size if you want to have it in your purse for on the go. It comes with this little brush. To be honest with you, at first I did like it, but after I started blending the product, I was like, okay, this shit is taking way too long, and then this little brush became annoying AF. This baby is good for like under your eyes if you're gonna apply it as concealer, or for like spot concealing, but for the rest of your face, no. This product is infused with ultra concentrated micro droplet pigments that blends beautifully into the skin. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it from over there because this bottle is very frosty, but the new product have a lot more micro droplet pigments in it than the old water tint. That's the reason why this one have a lot more coverage. And I picked up the shade B30, which is the perfect match for me. Look at that. It's blending in beautifully. On point. We're gonna leave it sitting right here to see if it oxidizes. Oh my god, my eyes are super watery. I hate when this happens. So when it comes to the water tint, I like to just apply it directly on my face. 2 little pumps. And I'm gonna be using my Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Foundation brush. Wow, look at that coverage. This is a nice solid medium coverage. 2 pumps was the perfect amount for this side of the face, but I do want to see how it looks if we build it up. So let's apply 1 more pump. That's gonna be enough. Don't forget that I always tell you guys to don't go against the grain. Blend your foundation in the same direction, always going down and doing little patting motions. Don't forget that we all have little peach fuzz and this and that. So if you blend your foundation all crazy, no. So I brought you a little bit closer, and that last pump gave me enough for me to build it up right here, stretch it on my nose, and also right here on my forehead. Babe, like I'm really bugging out with the coverage. It covered everything. Like, look at that. Lower my lights so you can see how the skin looks on a regular lighting without the studio lights beating down on me, but still this skin, it's looking, yes, chef kiss. Like, look at this glow, and then look without. Like, see what I'm talking about? So of course that this product is reminding me of this one from Rose Inc that I also love, and this product also have a lot of coverage. And just so you know, it did oxidize, but very little. At first I was just gonna swatch this product next to the other one, show you how they look, and that's it, but that's not the right thing to do. I know you guys want to see it on the face next to the new one. Plus we also get to compare shades so you can have a reference in case you have this one from Rose Inc. This one is a shade 060. Do 2 pumps right here. We blend it out, I show you, then I wipe it off, and then we keep it moving with the Chanel. I already wiped down my brush. When it comes to a formulation, they feel exactly the same. And they got the same coverage. See the little skin right here without, and then this is with. This one also have a nice medium coverage. So this one right here is the one from Rose Inc, and then here we have the one from Chanel on top. See how the one from Chanel got a lot more pigmentation. When it comes to formulations, I'm definitely noticing that the one from Rose Inc, it is a little bit more watery and it got less coverage. And I'm also noticing that the one from Chanel, it's not matte, but it does look a little bit more matte next to the one from Rose Inc. And also the one from Chanel dries dries down a lot faster, you have to blend the one from Rose Inc a little bit more to get it to really melt into the skin. I lower my lights again. This is how Rose Inc looks, and then here we have the one from Chanel. See how the one from Rose Inc, you still see a little bit of my redness peeking through in this area of the face. You don't see that over here. And also, see how everything right here looks nice, plumpy, fuller. The one from Rose Inc, you see like a little dip right there. If you're looking for more glow and less coverage, the one from Rose Inc it is. But to be honest with you, this is almost $50. $49 to be more specific with you. I know it does comes with more product. If I'm not mistaken, it's like 30 ml, but still, if you don't have this yet, before you get this, I definitely recommend you to buy this one from Chanel. It's like $20 more, but I do love the finish a lot more than this one now that I have them side by side. This one is like the perfect glow. It's not too much or too little, which makes it perfect for the summer. Let me go remove this, and then let me go apply this baby all over my face with some concealer, and I'll be back to compare this baby with this OG. You know what, really quick, I already took off the one from Rose Inc. I don't know what the heck made me get this on this shade. This is a shade Light Deep. It is way too freaking dark for my skin. Like, I can't even use this. I don't know. I think I bought this like the day after I went to the beach and I was like super tan. I remember something like that, but this is definitely not my shade. Off rip, this one is winning when it comes to the shades. You get a lot more shades. If I'm not mistaken, you're getting the whole shade range. With this one, you're only getting a few shades. This one comes in like light, medium deep, light, deep, and stuff like that. It is also winning because it's fragrance free, babes. Yes, you don't have to deal with that no more. Even though I do love the Chanel signature scent so much. I think it smells so bougie. It doesn't bother me at all. But I know some of you guys don't like it. If you have sensitive skin, it's always better to go fragrance free. So this does have a scent, and this one doesn't. So this old one, don't make fun of me because of the shade. It's 75% water. Look how runny it is. This didn't happen with the new one. And the new one have a little bit less water. It got 60%. Remember that this one, it's infused with ultra concentrated microdroplet pigments. This one have a little less pigment. You see how this one have no coverage? Okay, so after I blended out the shade, it's not really looking that off. It's giving me like a nice tanning effect. And I never really used this one as foundation alone. This is something that I use more like on bare skin to give my skin a little bit more glow, or like a primer to just give my skin a little bit more hydration before I go in with any other foundation. This one is not buildable, so don't go bananas and apply a lot thinking you're gonna get more coverage, because you're not. It doesn't matter how much you're applying, it's still gonna look like this. No, now it does look a lot darker. I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. Whatever. So this got a lot more coverage. This is pretty, but super light coverage. Normally I will apply a little bit more of this, but I think that looks perfect. And I'm really loving how the cream is blending on top of this water fresh, because even though it's water, it's not too liquidy, so it's not slipping and sliding everywhere. And I haven't set my skin yet. I don't have any powder. It does feel unset, tacky, but it melted in the skin like heaven. I love this so much. My skin right now looks like baby skin. I'm gonna be moving on with this baby right here that I'm obsessed with. This is a shade Deep that I've been using back to back. I also have the shade Medium, but I like Medium more for like an all over type of situation. So if you like your bronzer really nice and precise, I recommend you to go with Deep, the darker shade. Or if you like more like a sun kiss, you know, tanning effect, then the shade Medium will be perfect. And then I already told you about this brush. Oof. And it's limited edition, so get on it. Even though it's a big brush and you would think that, oh my god, it's gonna be messy, I'm gonna end up with bronzer everywhere. No, it's actually really precise. This powder right here, one of the best. Let's clean my contour really quick. I like to use the Scott Barn 66 brush, because look at this. It is perfection. You guys know that I don't like beauty blenders. Like, ugh, they gross me out. I left it there for a few minutes, and now we're gonna remove it. I picked up 3 shades of the Water Fresh blushes. They're $50 and made in France, and they're available in 6 shades. So even though I did apply a little bit of bronzer, my face still feels nice and tacky because we don't have any powder in this area of the face. Ultra Lightweight Moisturizing Blush infused with micro doublet pigment that blends seamlessly into the skin for a sheer touch of color and natural looking flush effect, as if you spent a day in the gray outdoors. The packaging of the new blushes is the same exact packaging as the OG water tint, it's just smaller. To be honest with you, I would have rather something more like this than this. I picked up one of the lightest shade, which is warm pink. If I'm not mistaken, there's 2 shades lighter than this one. This is the shade that I'm gonna be using on bare skin or for like the super natural makeup days. This is giving me like I just drank a glass of wine, pinky cheeks, beautiful natural flush color. See, like it's barely there, but it's there. And then I also picked up the shade Intense Coral. Apply right here. This one is just wow. See the pigmentation? You just have to know how to use them and apply them the right way. I already had a couple of bays telling me they're too runny, too messy, too watery, they're not pigmented. No, I'm about to show you exactly how to use them and you're not gonna have no more issues. And the darkest shade, which is Deep Bronze. Before the shade, there's another shade that it looks right there with this one, but that one shade that I'm talking to you about, it is very, very orangey. And no, it was making me look weird, like dirty. I didn't like it. Look at this deep bronze shade. It's life. I'm happy that all the colors are completely different. You perfectly see the pink in this one, coral peach here, and then this is just like totally bronze. And then now I'm gonna be using the 2 darker shades, which is Deep Bronze and then Intense Coral, one in each side of the face so you can appreciate the colors individually, and then I will match them up at the end. First of all, I don't recommend you to apply this blush with your fingers at all. If you apply them with your finger, it's going to be super, super messy and you're gonna end up with this much blush in your face. Don't do this. Do not apply directly to your skin, please. So let's start with Intense Coral in this side of the face. You are going to apply it to the back of your hand first. 1 pump. Make sure you don't apply no more than 1 pump, because if you do it the way I'm showing you right now, trust me when I tell you that they are going to be very pigmented and I don't want you to waste too much product. You're gonna start blending it in the back of your hand with your brush into the product. Is nice and blended and not so watery. See how it's drying up a little bit in the back of my hand? That's exactly what you want to do. And then because I was blending it with my brush, I already have the product that I need right here in the brush. So whatever we have here, it's exactly what we're gonna apply it on the face. Look at that. Look at all the pigmentation, all that bold, vibrant color. Like, please. Like, I already heard a couple of people saying that they're not pigmented. No, please, they are. Like, look at this. That was 1 pass. That's it. And for some people, this is gonna be way too much. So I'll bring you closer so you can see that it didn't pick up my makeup, anything underneath. Beautiful application. Wiping off my brush, and then now let's move on with a little bit of deep bronze. That's all you need. Let's just blend it right here. See? Blend, blend, blend. You don't want to apply it to your face when it's too wet. You kind of want it to be, you know, a bit dry when it hits your skin. Like that. So whatever we have left on the brush from blending it into the back of our hand, it's what we're going to apply it on our face. Look at that. The pigmentation is insane. Look at that. Like, I actually have to clean my brush a little bit because I don't need no more pigmentation right here. Blended like a dream on top of my foundation, concealer. I even applied the powder bronzer. I set my under eyes. So I did had a little bit of powder in this area right here. And it looks flawless. So I just finished on my lower lash. I need some lipstick. It is about to be 1 something in the afternoon. I do have a couple of things to do today. You already know how this goes. Of course, you're coming with me. Let's do little check-ins throughout the day. And I see you right here at the end of the day. Mwah! So this is how it looks outside. It's like 6:20 in the afternoon. I already had it on for like 4 hours. And it's so sunny that I can't even open my eyes, but so pretty. So now I'm in Home Depot with hubby to be like 7. And this is looking chef kiss. It is 8:01. This is where we at. I still haven't looked at myself in the mirror. I'm in the truck waiting for my husband to come out. But let me tell you that when it comes to the way it feels on the skin, super comfortable. Like if I don't have anything on, the formulation is super thin. I only set it with a little tiny bit of powder, and that's all I needed. Everything feels really nice and set. Even the blushes. I'm in love. About to go eat dinner here at Chili's. It's 9 at night. I already had it on for 7 hours. I looked at myself in the mirror not so long ago and it looked stunning. Alright, boo thanks. It is 11:50 since 2. We already had this on for 10 hours. This is what it is. I mean, right now it is starting to warm out a little bit. My natural oils are starting to pick through. My smile lines, they're creasing a little bit. Nothing that you can fix with the fingers. I just don't want to touch anything until I give you my final thoughts. But yo, let me tell you that 1 hour ago, my skin was looking the same way that it looked when I first applied my makeup. And even though my oils are peeking through, it's not feeling or looking oily or greasy at all. And it didn't clench on dry patches, texture, acne, none of that. And I really love the way it looks right here on my pore area. It gave me a nice blurring effect. Hey you, we are back. It is 1:04 in the morning. Wow, it is late AF. We already had this face on for 11 hours. Let me bring you closer so we can check it out for the last time. I lowered my lights a little bit. I brought you all the way in because I want you to check it out so you can tell me what you think about it. I was wearing a mask for a couple of hours today, and even though it did transfer because I checked the mask and it did have a little something, I still have most of the product right here on my cheeks, my chin, my nose. I have everything on my forehead. And then the blush, I think you can perfectly see it right there. It haven't even moved. Like, look at that. The blush, it's exactly where we applied it from the beginning. That's crazy. If I powder a little bit, blend my smile lines, do a little touch up here and there, this complexion will still give me like 3 more hours. I'm over here bugging out and how the blush is still in place, and it looks so pretty. Like, I do feel that it lost a little bit of color, but for 11 hours in, this is perfect blush. I do want you to have in mind that this is something that is going to stay strong for about 8, 9, pushing 10 hours. I do have foundations that last longer than this one, but this baby, it's not foundation. This doesn't feel thick and heavy at all. Like, this is beautiful. My skin was not only filling but also looking fresh all day. Like, this is like healthiness in a bottle. It's super lightweight. You don't feel it on the skin. It gives the perfect amount of glow, and the coverage, it's on point. Perfect for oily skin because it doesn't get oily or greasy at the end of the day, and you already know that it's heaven if you have dry skin. Like, the same way that you feel when you're drinking water that is like hydrating your body is the same exact way that I feel when I put this on my face. Like, my face feels so nice and hydrated. One thing that I'm gonna tell you is that when you're blending this baby, I want you to use something a little bit more dense, like the Rare Beauty foundation brush or like my Holy Grail from Bobbi Brown. Because if you use something like this, like more open, this is gonna give you a lot less coverage, first of all, and you're gonna have a lot more streaking if you use this type of brushes. With something a little bit more dense like this, it's gonna be so much easier to blend. And yes, I do like the new one a lot more than the old water tint. I know it's pricey, I know it doesn't really come with a lot of product, but technically speaking, you don't really need a lot. Like one pump in each side of the face does the job, and if you just want to build it up a little bit more, you don't need no more than like 2 pumps in each side. This amount of product, it should last you a decent time. And again, don't forget to get yourself a little water-based moisturizing cream. It makes a huge difference on the way that this looks on your skin. Plus, we all need a water-based moisturizing cream during the summer, period. Now, the blushes. Babes, if you apply these blushes the wrong way, they can get a little annoying. If you do it the way I showed you, they're everything. One of the most beautiful blushes out there. They're fresh, healthy, lightweight, natural. Like if you're not getting pigmentation out of these blushes, it's just because you're not applying them the right way. And if you like a lot of pigmentation, just don't get something too light. Like the first 2 shades, I think in my opinion that those 2, they're too light. But if you want something natural, I definitely recommend you the warm pink, because this one is light, but you do see it. I'm in love with the 3 shades that I picked up, and between intense coral and deep bronze, I go with intense coral, especially for the summer. It's just more vibrant. Exactly what we need for the hot days. I forgot to tell you guys that I have 2 of these beautiful pouches right here. And of course, the other one is gonna be for one of you guys. Don't forget to let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this product? Do you like it? You don't like it? You guys know that I love the whole chit-chatting back and forth with you guys. I need you in the comments. I love you to the moon and back. Mwah. See you on the next one.